into the game Saturday against Pachuca. We're going to make our predictions, talk about our chingonas who are back on the winning streaks. And if we have time, of course, we have to talk about El Tapatio. Everybody ready? Let's go. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latino America, and all you Chiva hermanos and Chiva hermanas around the globe. All you mothers and misters, Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Goat You Live. We're transmitting directly from the Perla Tapatia, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenidos todos a We Goat You Live. Welcome, everybody. Gaby, ¿cómo estás?
Hi, Robert, and hi, everybody in the chat joining the Chivas conversation. So happy to be back here with another episode of We Go To Live. Everybody in the chat already joining. And before anybody starts sending hate our way, remember that this show is created specifically for our Chiva hermanos living outside Mexico that speak mostly in English, but actually we speak English, Spanish, Spanglish, whatever, because we speak Chivas. So hi, everybody joining right now. Please start the conversation because we have a lot of information to share with you. Alfredo, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Gabi. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chivermanos. Very excited to be here with you guys, already pumping what will be another weekend of Liga MX. El Rebaño is visiting Pachuca this Saturday. We will be speaking about that. We also have everything on the activity of our rojiblancos with the national team, with the different categories of the national team. Only 2 games left for Chivas Femenil on the regular season. We have also a pretty interesting record, which you might be, of course, interested in. But stay with us. We also have the MVPs and plenty of red and white action to talk about. And as Robert mentioned at the beginning, ready for some Tapatio talk, who's doing pretty well in this Apertura 2024, and plenty of Chiva talk with the Chiva hermanos who are watching us. Big shout out to Marilu, to Edgar Vega, to Curtis Williams, Angel Rosales, Octavio Ligar, Goat House 1906, Victor Ayala Perez, Mario Regina Ochoa, and all the Chiva hermanos who are watching us. Thank you very much, Felipe Cano, and everyone who's watching We Go To live right now. Oh, and please, here you also have the DM of the show, plus 52 133 26 67 241. To send us a DM, it can be an analysis, it can be a comment, it can be a question, it can be anything you might like. Please, as long as you do it respectfully, it's more than welcome.
Yes, as if we're objective, it's way more than welcome, no? Because that's what we're here for. We are your centerpiece, my friends. You can come and share your ideas, all your Chiva vibe, and make the universe blanco y rojo, right? That's what we're trying to do here, right, my friends?
Exactly.
So don't forget, like Alfredo said, send us a DM, come and chat. But also, if you have the arrestos, come and visit us and join the program. We don't bite.
Exactly.
We're nice people.
We bite a little bit, but we love everybody. Because you taste good.
Because we love Chivas, right?
Of
so
course.
That's the center of everything. So everybody that's talking about this in the chat, we read absolutely everything. So be nice. I mean, we're here to inform you, and we are creating with the Chivas staff this incredible content in English, because why not? And because it's Chivas. So everybody in the chat mentioning like blah, blah, blah. This show has been running for almost 2 years. So welcome again and join the conversation. Back to you, Robert.
Thanks for that reminder for everyone out there. We speak Chivas, guys. Come on, share. And if you want us to read what you write, if you're going to write something nasty,
and look at that.
That's cool. We're therapy for you, but we're not going to read it, and nobody else is going to want to talk about it.
And funny that this person named Sir Chow Queen is complaining about our English, and his username is in English. Come on. Okay, whatever.
Anyway,
whatever.
We love you, brother. Whatever you're going through, Te apoyamos. Anyway, guys, let's talk. It's time for the MVP. Can we have a drum roll? We have a drum roll. Never. What happened to our music? They took it away. We used to have a kind of decent drum roll so that we could talk about our MVPs because it's MVP time. Guys in the chat, we already have it on YouTube. Gabi, who was your MVP, please?
Okay, so I have a very strong feeling I got this week's MVP pick, but it's up to you. Everybody in the chat joining, and if you're watching through the YouTube streaming service, down below, you can see the poll and you can see the 3 options of this week's MVP. And mine, of course, is going to be La Depredadora del Gol, Licha Cervantes. And I remember that as soon as that game ended, I was like, hey, my weekly MVP is Licha. Before anybody steals the vote for me, is Licha because, okay, so first of all, it's her, right? And second of all, because she reached the 150 goal mark for the entire Liga MX. She's currently tied with Katy Martinez from Rayadas, who we are facing, by the way, on this next week. And they are tied with 150 goals, and they are the top scorers of Liga MX Femenil. And this only adds up to the 130 goals that Licha has with Chivas Femenil. 9 goals in Apertura 2024. You name it. Licha Cervantes is just adding and adding and adding to the record, to her legacy, to her name, and of course, to Chivas Femenil's history. So remember, Team Gabi, Licha Cervantes.
And Licha, yes, she's great. She was great. She was great. And you guys remember, I don't know if you two remember, that last season we were doing numbers, remember? And we were like, oh, Licha scores 25 goals a season. She'll be she'll equal Omar Bravo's mark in at least this next season. And veamos la realidad, right? Licha has had a rough season, but that girl, she responds when it's necessary. I'm gonna vote for you, Gabi. I'm gonna go to YouTube and vote for you because truly, she was my first choice. Pero me ganaste. Me ganaste, really. You were so quick. I was just like.
I was certain that you guys were going to be like, oh, Licha. I was like, no.
No, we were waiting. It was like 5 minutes after the game ended, and I was like, yo, soy Licha. All right, you won her.
I'm sorry.
Alfredo, what about you, my friend? Who did you choose?
I chose Daniela Delgado because I think that she is going through an extraordinary moment in time. I think that she has taken ownership of the red and white midfield. I think that her contact with the defenders when playing out the ball is sublime. She also supports the girls in attack, but I think that she is the girl to command the red and white midfield for the upcoming tournaments. And she is a very, very smart midfielder. Plus, I saw her play less than 2 weeks ago at Estadio Jalisco, and watching her live, it's something else. She's a delicatessen of a footballer. She understands the game, and she has that chip. I bet that she's going to be a fantastic coach in the future. So if you like Dani Delgado to become a great coach and win many titles for Chivas as a coach and as a player, please vote for Dani Delgado, Team Alfredo.
What? You mixed in a bunch of stuff in the future.
Okay. No, and I saw her live, yeah.
Yeah, she is great, though. She is smooth. Yeah. She's smooth.
You see her play no? Yeah, you see her play and you say that's a coach in the making.
Yeah, she needs more youth. I've seen her stronger, and especially in the last 3 games. Yeah, that Kino's finally given her that the pat on the back. You know, you can do it, and she's responding. Yeah,
she is
great.
Yeah.
She's great, and she's the upcoming youth player. I think one of the ones that we're going to see in the future for Chivas up there, man.
Totally.
Maybe another Caro Jaramillo in the future, perhaps.
Maybe.
Esperemos. It would be beautiful. It would be beautiful. My friends, I went from the oldies, and I chose Ruby Soto because she came off the bench and she scored, basically. Mm-hmm. And Ruby has been with us since forever. She, even when she went away to Europe, she's one of the only players in Liga Femenil, Mexican extraction, who have gone to Europe and done well, and she's back. And I've always admired Ruby. And she came on. It was, I don't know, she wasn't on the pitch for long, and she was able to score. So again, she has all my confidence. And, It may not have been the most spectacular goal, but it was definitely one that changed and kept the momentum going. So, Ruby, we gonna win.
La
We gonna
Patrona.
win because old school people remember.
Patrona, yes. And I
Queen
was thinking actually about
Amarelli.
it too, because I think this goal was very much needed, like for her personally,
Yes.
and of course for the team. I mean, it was like outstanding. And yeah, on a personal level, I think she really needed this. And also, it was her birthday, so yay.
Oh, it was right.
That's right. I forgot to mention that. She was her birthday and she did magnificent. And like you said, she really needed that goal.
Yep.
You know, to gain confidence. She's one of our baluartes, one of our mainstays. So
One of the
I love to
OGs.
see her more on the pitch. We need her more on the pitch,
Hmm.
even though it would cut out a couple of younger players, but she deserves it. So go to vote, my people. Everybody out there, go to YouTube, make your votes, and let's see who wins. I think it's going to be Team Gabi myself, but who knows?
I don't know. I mean,
We
a
may
hat
surprise.
trick, a hat trick against in un clásico Tapatio,
Dígame.
150 goals, 9 goals in the season. Like, you know, I don't know.
Ya
I
te
don't know.
dije, tienes mi voto. Yeah,
Well,
there's no
yeah.
way.
Not everyone is a forward, anyway.
and less a forward like Licha is. You know, I've many time wondered how she would do in the varonil. And maybe in the future we're gonna have mixed, you know,
Oh, that would be awesome.
competitive leagues. Imagine that.
That could be
So-
a third. Yeah.
I could see Licha playing in first division. Really.
Yeah, for sure.
The truth, really, look at the way she moves, the way she passes, her vision, her shots. It's like there really isn't anything that would separate her from what we already have in Liga Varonil, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. And one day, I think we're all going to see a mix. But let's talk about it. Classico Tapatio, my friends. What happened? It was magnificent. It was beautiful. Vamos platicando, Gabi. You're our expert in las femeninas, so
I
Give it
try.
give it
I
up now. You're great.
Yeah, I would like to think of myself as the biggest Chivas Femenil fan, supporter. And yeah, I have the huge privilege to have like all the information and the footage to be able to create this kind of content for you. But a video, by the way, is coming about Classico Tapatio and the history of Clásicos Tapatios in Liga MX Femenil, so stay tuned for that. But this game was outstanding. It was contundente, as for all the people that is complaining that we don't speak Spanish. Yes, we can. It was contundente, and it was a 5-1. A hat trick, again, a hat trick by Licha Cervantes, a goal by Ruby, another by who am I missing? Biri,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yes, right. I'm sorry. I just had a brain fart there. But it was a very good. Again, I would like to. I don't like to give away so much emotion, because we know that football, it has its ups and downs, and unfortunately, we've been seeing recently not the best season from Chivas Femenil, but what we saw in a Clásico Tapatio is very much what we're used to of seeing with Chivas Femenil, right? And this just adds up to the incredible streak of wins since Clausura 2021, where we have not lost a single game against Atlas Femenil. So this just adds up. It was contundente, again, a 5-1. We saw a lot of good plays. We saw a lot of good communication. Again, we can see Caro Jaramillo. We saw Carla Martinez. We saw Dani Delgado, which, to your point, Alfredo, I think she's like bursting into this incredible midfielder. And now, of course, she has like the best teachers, right? If she can rely somehow on Caro Jaramillo, on this kind of midfield strategy that we always see in Chivas Femenil from recent years, she is like becoming a superstar in that position. And you can tell that Profe Quino is having a lot of trust in her to trust her in that position specifically. So we saw a lot of very important plays. We saw Viri, of course, Gabi Valenzuela. Like every single piece, it's like, again, it's just a hiccup, you know, like in every single sport, like in every situation in life and professional athletes, at least. Like you have this kinds of ups and downs, and what we saw in this Classico Tapatio is like the level we are used to with Chivas Femenil. So another win, another Clásico Tapatio under Chivas Femenil's belt, and Guadalajara is rojiblanco again for one Clásico Tapatio more.
Yes, and historically, like you said, it was maybe another day at the office for Chivas. Let's put it that way. Atlas hasn't been doing so badly, right, Alfredo? They had been up to that point playing pretty well.
No.
Yeah. And now Chivas is taking control. Why do you think that happened? What was the trick there, Alfredo?
I think that, I think it's a matter of dynamic. It has to do a lot. Remember that Chivas had won its match before Clásico Tapatio by 3-1, which spoke about, let's say a recovery on the anima and on the, let's say, the mental state of the team. I think that's always important to conserve. If you see, I mean, when we had our worst result this tournament, right after that, we had a 2-1 loss against Mazatlan, playing at home, something that doesn't usually happen, which I guess I would say was a result of the mental state that the team was going through in that moment. Then we have that match against Tuzas, which I would qualify it as a very, very important match because it was a 3-3 tie, but it was a well-fought tie. It was a match where the girls, I think that they came back, they considered with themselves, with their own selves, of what they are capable of. It was an important match because they managed to play a great match against one of the toughest opponents in the league. And since then, we also have that tie against Tigres. So we have those two ties against big teams such as Tigres and Pachuca, which I would say that were part of the gradual recovery of the team. And now you have the girls scoring 8 goals in the last 2 matches. So I'm glad that we arrived towards the end at a positive state of mind.
I agree completely. Sometimes it's good when something bad happens, you know? And like you said, it was just a matter of the goals, right? Bunching into the net. Because before that, they'd had, like we said, there have been some rough matches. But there have always been opportunities to score, but they have not made those opportunities. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think when the frustration kind of sinks in, is what really puts the damper on these guys. And that's when the guys, the kids, the women who are the most veteran have to come out and just basically put their foot down and with their example, let everybody else relax. So I think that's what we're seeing right now. I did not expect the 5-0. Gabi, did you expect 5 goals?
No, I don't. I was hoping for a win. Of course, these kinds of games, derbies, between Chivas and Atlas, you always want to win them, but I never expected it to be like this huge. It was good. It was I don't want to say like shocking, because we always expect big things from them. But as we were saying, like the recent history, it's been like, okay, so we have to be cautious and try to make it work. Like look for a win, of course, to keep adding, because remember we are almost at the end of Apertura of regular season, so we need to keep adding and adding and adding to aspire to playoffs. And I was not expecting a 5-1, but I was so happy, especially again, I don't want to sound like, but that hat trick by Licha, like, come on, like this kind of games is that what gives you that motivation. Like they have to prove something, even though they don't. Like for us, they are them. But it's like personal. And that's what I was saying about Ruby's goal. Like, it's like, we got this.
Yeah, and they have to make it personal. Yeah. You have to make it personal. And especially in a Clásico. That's right. They scored 1 goal, right? I had that blocked from my mind. I hate it when they score. I don't care. Femenil, varonil, I just like, nah. Okay, so 150 goals, a hat trick, 5-1. Everybody's scoring. What can we expect for next weekend? What can we expect against Rayadas? Let's start talking about the next match, my friends. Gaby, tú ya estás con la palabra en la boca. Tell us, what do you think?
I was just no, Alfredo, go ahead. Actually,
For what? For the record of the
yeah,
of the girls?
I think you have something special for us, right?
Right.
No, yeah, we only have 2 matches left, and it's pretty much now or never. It was a very important win the other day because kind of avoids us from facing a lot of pressure in the in what remains. Losing against Atlas will have placed us in a very uncomfortable position, and right now there will be a lot of talk about Chivas Femenil missing on
Right.
Liguilla and all of that extra added pressure from the media. So I'm glad that we saved that match ball and that we saved that that negative situation, let's say, that extra unnecessary pressure. And speaking about points, we are 3 points away from reaching our 500th point, because remember, a win is 3 points, a tie is 1 point, and a loss is none. So since Liga MX began back in Apertura 2017, we have added all to this moment. We have already added 497 points in total, and we're only 3 points away. We're 1 win away from our 500th point in our all-time record of Liga MX.
So they could score it. They could get those 3 points with a W against Rayadas.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
With a W. And
Sunday.
again, remember I keep saying that for me, this is a Classico.
Mhm.
Rayadas, Tigres against Chivas. These are derbies for me. So what's going to happen on Saturday? We want to talk about. Before we do that, though, Alfredo, you prepared something for us, right? Can you share a little bit of the background there so we can get into it, and then send us to your masterpiece, my friend?
Yeah, as we were just mentioning, we are playing Rayadas on Sunday, a big one in Liga MX Femenil, games in Guadalajara, and for that we have prepared a special of 6 of the best Chivas Femenil goals against Rayadas. We're watching them right now. This one was last tournament. Jackie Rodriguez, a great cross by Ruiz Soto, great header by Jacqueline. If you take a close look, you're gonna see that the Rayadas player was pushing Jackie as she headed. There we go.
So it could have been
and she still managed to connect it. Yeah, she still managed to connect it. It was the last tournament. It was the only goal of the game, and we won it at Gigante de Acero. The score stayed that way, and Jackie proving to be a great header.
I wonder if they would have
Fifth
called that a
place, we
penalty.
had this one by Alicia Cervantes. Yeah, we had Alicia Cervantes, great through ball, and she finished as she knows to. Like she couldn't
She almost
place
did it
in
like
the first
Pelé
one,
in the
but,
Mundial 70.
the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
She does that a lot. She tries that a lot,
Yeah.
Number 4.
What's number 4?
This was the last. Yeah, this was the last time that Rayadas visited Ruiz Soto. I just love the way that she uncovered herself, and also a great cross by Licha from the right. But yeah, there we go. The recovery by Dani Delgado, Licha with the cross,
Beautiful.
and the coverage by Ruiz is magnificent.
The assist. I mean,
She just totally
she can
won.
do it all. Number 3.
She does do it all. Vámonos. Contragolpe.
Again by Licha. 2 great assists by Licha in this one, and another fine cross. This was back in Guardianes 2020.
I love that one.
So there we have it. Yeah.
Who scored that one?
No, good one.
Who is that?
The score was, here I have it.
Who is that?
Here I have it right.
Maria Sanchez.
Yes, it was Maria
La
Sanchez.
Bombi. Okay.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
And that score
Fine
broke the tie.
counter-attacking.
Same one, right?
By the
Okay,
team.
number 2.
Number 2.
Nicole Perez.
Ah, chulada. Looks like
Good for King.
Jimenez goal from last night,
Yeah.
but on the other side. Lovely.
Nicole. Aw.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, I haven't seen that jersey in a long time,
know-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is she playing now?
Number 1.
Ah,
First
well,
place we have Ana Huerta. Look at that one. The cross is looking at the other side, and
That is
looks like
vintage.
she just
yeah, you
intercepted
really went
the
into
ball.
the archives for
Mhm.
those, bro. Look at
She
that
intercepted.
jersey.
Wow. That is vintage.
Chivas TV, ahead of its time.
Of course.
Of course,
Like
as
everything.
always.
Like everything.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
So
Great work.
are we expecting Licha to score again? So remember, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but Licha scored a hat trick against her ex team Atlas, and now Rayadas is also her
Another ex.
former team. So la ley del ex probably.
You know
again.
what they say?
Yeah,
La ley del ex.
la ley del
I
ex.
think she's going to score.
Hopefully, yes, of
Yes.
course.
I haven't been watching Monterrey. I haven't been following them much, so I'm not sure how
Oh.
well they're doing. Yeah,
So-
go ahead.
Katy
Hello.
Martinez plays in Rayadas. So it's going to
Ah,
be a battle for the ages because if Licha scores, she's going to go over Katy Martinez with the count of the most scores in Liga MX. And if Katy, like, it's going to be good just by that record by itself, right?
Yeah, and hopefully Yamile Franco also manages to do that. Love
Yeah.
the X. She actually appeared in one of the goals that we just saw. She got dribbled.
it's just going to happen. It has to. And if we're on this positive vibe, like you said, at the end of the season, it's perfect. So we have Rayadas, and then the last match is against whom? Oh, there it is.
The last match is
Santos. Lovely. Thank you, producción. Well, Alfredo, go ahead, man. Do the honors.
So we have these are the two last matches for Chivas Femenil. I make a correction to what I said earlier. Actually, the match will be at el Estadio Gigante de Acero in Monterrey. This is Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, October the 20th. The game is kicking off at 8 p.m. Central Mexican time, 9 p.m. Central time of the United States. Good time for some football, for some Chivas Femenil to relax towards the end of the week. And then next Sunday, 2 Sundays later, we have the match week 17, the season ender, regular season ender at in Guadalajara against Santos Laguna. So it's Rayadas and Santos. The game will be 1 hour earlier. I'm speaking about the season ender. And there we have it. 2 Sunday night games to say goodbye to the regular season of Chivas Femenil. We're very close from securing our Liguilla spot, and we just gotta finish off the best way possible to go to the playoffs in the best way possible, right?
Yeah, we have to close strong. And hopefully that momentum will continue on into the playoffs. Because if we're able to do that, then there's no stopping our Chivas. Ya nos conocemos.
Mhm.
We already know our Chivas, man. So if they get on the train and they're on that bullet train, no one's going to stop them. That's my prediction. Yeah. What's going to be the score?
I'm hoping for a 2-0 Chivas win.
2-0. And we're already 3 points ahead of our closest follower, right?
Let me see.
Right.
Yes.
We have
Because-
27,
Uh-huh.
and Juarez has 26, and we are under America with 34.
So,
Oh, well, we're already
Yeah.
secured
If we
Liguilla.
win this one, we
Because-
already secure Liguilla, right?
yes.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
Alfredo,
exactly.
what did you say? What's the score? 2-0.
2-0
Gabi?
for Chivas. Yes.
I'm going with a 2-1 Chivas.
2-1.
Of course.
You know mine.
3-1.
3-0.
Oh,
I want to say 1 because I know Monterrey is powerful, but it's like breaking my Kabbalah. It's
And
breaking my Kabbalah, guys.
I'm
Right.
giving 1 goal to Monterrey, but it's not going to be Katy Martinez. It's not going to be her.
We have to do the brujeria then.
Yeah.
Yeah, que no te Katy. Yeah, I don't want anyone. I want Licha to take that,
I'm
man.
just
She deserves it.
I'm just
He
kidding.
deserves it. I'm not kidding, Katy.
I want Licha and Yamile so that the 2 girls get to score against
Hopefully,
their
yes.
former team.
Hopefully. Yeah, Yamila would be great, too. Y se asienta más, ¿no? Again with Chivas.
Yes.
Again with
No.
Chivas. All right, before we continue with Varonil, I know everybody wants to talk about Varonil. Let's look at the chat. Who's out there talking to us? What's the Chiva vibe? How's it flowing?
So, yeah, I think that there's a lot of people seeking for the same answer. We might have information next week or in 2 weeks or whenever it comes, but remember that the official account of Chivas is the only reliable source. We have Juan Hernandez asking about it. We have Marcos Hernandez also bringing friendly comments. Mario Bersunza, Adolfo Souza, Fer Enciso. We have Braulio Gutierrez. He says, let's go, Chivas girls. You can do it. I totally agree. Axel Lopez also asking the question. Celestino Cervantes, who's watching us from Monterrey, and he says, arriba las rojiblancas. We have Francisco Gomez Teo speaking about the cantera, about the Tapatio, who's having a great season. We will be speaking about that about towards the end of the show. Big shout out to Francisco Gomez Teo supporting Cantera Rojiblanca. Eduardo Acosta. We also have Israel Santiago saying we also have Felipe Garcia. Chiva Hermano is in the house as well. Juan Hernandez. And let's also, we have received already more than 100 messages on the chat. I would say more than 110 in the half hour that we have live. So thank you guys for supporting We Coach You. Big love for every one of you guys. And yeah, a lot of action in the chat. If it's not something, it's something else. And this never
There's
stops.
a question though. Okay, before we do though, let's talk about ¿Dónde podemos ver el partido? Gabi, where can we watch this magnificent match?
Where can we watch production? Thank you so much. Week 16 of Liga MX Femenil, Rayadas against Chivas Femenil, Sunday, October 20th. And in Mexico, you can watch through Canal 9, and in the United States through VIX. So 8 p.m. Mexico time, you do the math, whatever is the time zone you are in. Rayadas against Chivas Femenil, week 16. We are almost at the final stretch of regular season. Come on, chingonas, we got this. We got this.
We got
You
this.
got it.
Yeah, the injuries are coming back. Our goalies are looking good. Our forwards are making goals. Everybody's making goals. Making goals. So it's magnificent, as I always like to say. So they're going to win, my friends. They have to.
They have to.
Why? Porque son chingonas.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Real quick, I keep seeing on the chat. Guys, we don't know who the manager is. We have not been informed. We do know that El Profesor Ortega will be managing the match against Pachuca. Okay? So there it is. That's all we know. So whatever's out there on multimedia, don't believe it, my friends. Please stay tuned to the official channels. And as soon as something comes out, we will let you know. Okay? So
Yeah.
Yes.
let's just move
No.
on. We have nothing to say about that right now. See, Gabi?
So we have to just keep in mind that he's in an interim position. Like he's right now stepping up, and it's probably going to be him against Pachuca, coaching Chivas for the Pachuca game. We have to stay tuned for all the official information. Remember to follow Chivas on all their official social media platforms so you can stay informed for the latest information regarding Chivas Femenil Tapatio. But as of right now, Arturo Ortega is as an interim coach of Chivas. Remember, he was with Tapatio, and we just have to, that is the information that we have right now. So please stay tuned for any news regarding the new coach manager position announcement coming soon.
Exactly. Yeah, don't believe
Exactly.
the smoke.
And don't, yeah, you'll see a dance of names, and it's gonna be, a huge dance of names. So don't overtrust.
Plus,
Don't
people,
believe See.
we can't rush into this too. I mean, this is a big decision,
Exactly.
right? So
Big one.
I'd rather they take their time and find the right person for us. Because just like we've discussed that not all Mexican players could play in Chivas because it's a big difference. There's a change when you play with Chivas. I think it's the same when we're talking about our managers, no? Not just whatever manager can come and direct the biggest team in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
It's gotta be
biggest, the
committed.
most beloved,
Yeah.
the most popular. Like, it has to be like the top,
We have to make the right choice. So,
Yep.
calma. It'll come out and it will be, I hope, what we're all expecting, right? Someone who's going to pull our rebaño and guide us in the right direction. Okay, so
Yeah, and most importantly, you'll know about it through the official Chivas channels.
Right.
that's right. So, Chivas Varonil, let's talk. All right, we all know what happened in their friendly match. It's obvious we don't really want to talk about that because, again, but my friends, this is the way it goes. And slowly but surely, like I said, we have to keep our faith in our team. So what's up, guys? What's going to happen in Pachuca? What's going to go on in Pachuca? What do you guys see as a possible result in Pachuca? This team made up of mostly juveniles. Yeah, Alfredo, what do you think is going to happen, my friend? What are we going to see?
Yeah, so gotta take into account that we have already lost, let's say, the comfortable position that we had on the table. We gotta go for everything now. So I trust that the guys will show up with a great fighting spirit. I think that we're gonna be seeing a very aggressive Chivas team when fighting for the divided balls. There's in worst case scenario, something negative happens, there's not anymore a coach to blame. So, and the players know that it happens in pretty much every club. So I think that we're gonna see a great fighting spirit, and why not a win? We won there last time we visited Pachuca, and over our last visits to Estadio Hidalgo, they have sealed either with a win or a tie. We have showed up there whenever we have gone there lately. So I'm expecting a Chivas win. It's going to be well fought, of course, but I'm expecting a Chivas win for Saturday. Maybe 1 or 2 goal difference, but a Chivas win for sure.
Yeah, and we got to look at this. I have to say that although I don't think Pachuca is el equipo de Mexico that they try to convince us, they do have one of the greatest youth categories group. So our cantera is strong, man. It's beautiful, well managed, and they're coming up against the other cantera. For me, the two strongest canteras right now are Chivas and Pachuca.
Agreed.
When we're talking about Mexican players, so
Agreed.
I think it's going to be a great match. Gabi, what's your take? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to. I know I rely sometimes too much in the numbers, but it's like my way to kind of allow myself to read the game before it happens. I'm sorry, I'm nerd. I'm sorry. But if we look at the general table, like for some reason, like this is kind of unusual, right? Pachuca is in the 15th position and Chivas is in the 9th position. So Pachuca right now is like virtually out of even play-ins. Or at the edge of qualifying or not. Yeah, exactly. Chivas has a chance. They have to keep winning and keep adding points to the standings and the table. But I think Chivas, and remember the last game, I think Pachuca also lost. I don't remember, but we had the Classico Tapatio, then we had the FIFA break, and we kind of hope that at least one of our major players can make probably a comeback for that game. Hopefully, I'm crossing every single of my fingers right now.
And toes.
Yes, and that could be good news for Chivas right now. It's never easy against Pachuca, and again, I like to read some kind of of these statistics. I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. We've talked about this in many games before, and like, Chivas has a greater chance because this, and what happens, right? But again, I think Chivas can. Oh my God, I think Chivas can make it happen, and it's a very underwhelming position for Pachuca at the moment. I don't know if they have like much of a chance left. We do, on the other hand, like we do. So I'm hoping that by itself can give Chivas that last like straw of okay, let's make it work. Let's make it happen. Again, we have probably a player returning to the at least the call-ups, so that's going to be good. And let's just hope and wait and see. And I think Chivas can make it happen.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too, but I'm afraid to put my foot in my mouth. Again, because like you said, the standard stays
for the official matches.
I always say 3-0, man.
Right.
But in truth, there are teams that I don't trust my own judgment, and one of those are Atlas, one is Pachuca, one is America. Not because they're better than us. It's because they really have the backing to give us a good match, To give us a good match, they press us.
Yeah,
maybe Monterrey too,
Maybe. Chivas could be extra motivating for them.
Yes, of course they're going to be extra motivating for them. And yes, they have nothing to lose. They're in 15th position. We have everything to win.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But that's the reality of this tournament. And Pachuca is not up there right now. And it's okay. It's fine. But we've already seen and witnessed that these teams that have absolutely nothing to lose are the ones that go like all the way, because they're like, what could happen? and yes, to your point, Robert, I still have strong PTSD from Pachuca, and I'm pretty sure you know what game I'm talking about. You were very young, Alfredo.
It was Calero when he scored, right? That one?
Yes, that one.
And I hated that Pachuca because it was Ojitos Mesas Pachuca.
Oh my God.
And they really, really developed Cruyff's idea of el balón o el sistema mecánico, ¿no? That control the ball, full control of the ball. Yes, I hated that one. But Calero, wasn't it Calero that scored the goal? Producción says it wasn't.
We're being told that he was.
Yeah, they both were in there. But remember that when Calero went up, I swear that he hit it with his hand, okay? But they gave the goal to Mosqueda. Le pegó con la mano.
That was like,
Yes, it was one of those Maradona type goals for me, from if I remember properly, and I hate them since then.
Yes,
I do.
So it was a handball assist.
I don't remember because it was like a decade ago, right? If I remember properly, but it was a very fishy goal, and there was no VAR, nothing like that.
2006.
Yeah.
Woo. It's been a while.
2006. It was a while ago, but
it's been a while. But Calero was one of the greats, truly of Pachuca, and that's what made those games started being great. Yeah. Those kinds of matches. So for me, Pachuca is one of the rivals to beat always. Many people think that they're still a small team. I really like the way they form their players. Look, we have Guti with us, producto de, and we can still see him playing at an excellent level, so I don't know, my friends. I don't know. I don't want to say it, but ¿cómo vamos a quedar? What do you guys think? It's hard, huh? queda así como
No,
un sabor raro en la boca.
2-0.
What do you guys? Chat, guys, help us
2-0.
out. Everybody in the chat, what's going to be the score, please? You know mine, but I'm going to keep saying it. But
Are you
what
going
do you
with
guys think is going to happen?
You know, there's a very interesting fact about this match because Chivas and Pachuca have faced each other on 57 occasions on short tournaments, and they've each won 20 matches each and 17 ties. So the balance is 20, 20, and 17. So whoever wins this one, it's gonna have the the leaderboard. It's gonna have the most amount of wins over the other team, and it's gonna be the one that unevens the balance either for one team or the other. Hopefully, it's Chivas, of course, and yeah, it's gonna be the match that unevens the balance. It's 20 wins for them, 20 for us, and 17 ties since the arrival of short tournaments to our league.
So hopefully, like you said, we'll break it. But that's another thing on top of everything, more stress. Stop. Not that great. I think we're gonna win. But the truth is, it's gonna be hard for me to really decide. What are the matches that are missing? We're not missing very many matches either. Producción, could you share the partidos faltantes, please?
Do we have that?
Ooh, oh my goodness, look at that. We have 6 more
Let's go.
matches. So the first one's Pachuca this Saturday. Next match is on Tuesday. So it's like a couple days. Yeah, doble jornada again. Ugh. And we're going against Necaxa. After that, we go against Puebla. Yeah, and we have 3 matches in 1 week, my friends. Dios mío. All right, 3 matches in 1 week. After that, against Pumas, a great match. I always look forward to. That's going to be really, really fun to watch. And it's here at the Akron. Santos Chivas. After that, the next to last match. Santos not playing very well, but again, when they play against Chivas, they usually give their all. And we'll be closing here at Akron against San Luis. Rayados against Rayados. Está bravo el cierre, my friends.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, especially the last 2 matches. We better do well in the upcoming 4. So in the last 2, going to Santos Laguna, absolutely needing the 3 points. It's not the best scenario, and then receiving San Luis, who's having a great tournament. I would prefer the team to make the task in the upcoming 4 matches and then face the remaining 2 with a little bit more.
So
relaxed.
it's like this telenovela that we're living here. We just don't know what's going to happen. Can we do it? Yes.
Exactly.
Will we do it? It's in the stars.
Hopefully.
It's in the stars. Hopefully. No, they have to. Hopefully the boys will get their stuff together, because truly we shouldn't have lost the last matches. The friendly, I didn't see a lot of effort really from either team. Truly. But the matches that we have lost or we haven't been able to win, they were winnable, So hopefully, hopefully, like you said, but I hate using that word. I would like to speak not only with my heart, I really would like to speak from objectivity, and we could say, yes, they're going to win, but it's been rough. Okay, my friends, it's almost time. We're running out of time. Okay. Where can we watch the match, Alfredo? Where can we watch Chivas against Pachuca?
Yeah, so this is Saturday, match week 12 of Liga MX. Kickoff is at 5 p.m. Central Mexican time, 6 p.m. Central time of the United States. A very friendly schedule for this friendly fall weather that the Chivermanos up in the USA are going through. Beautiful Saturday against Pachuca. And in Mexico, if you're in Mexico, if you happen to be in La República Mexicana, the game will be on ViX and Fox Sports. And if you're in the United States, this game will be on the screens of Univision and 2DN. So this is Saturday against Pachuca, match week 12. And it's the last third of the regular season, so it's pretty much now or never for El
It's
Rebaño.
now or never. Yes, we gotta gank it, but it's been now or never since day one. We gotta always build, and why do we always have to be fighting against the current? Wondering if we're gonna make it in. It's time. It's time, boys. All right. I hope they hear me out there because I'm getting really full of white hairs on my mustache. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Everybody who's going against and saying, "Oh, Ortega." Guys, let's talk about Tapatio real quick. We're running out of time. Tapatio is in second place. All right. Right now,
Yes.
de la mano del profe Ortega. Okay. Which is the reason why he has been given the confidence, hopefully, like we said, as the interim coach. But what's going to happen? They're playing against Cancun, Estadio Jalisco. Where can we watch this, my friends? Reduction.
So el
There we go.
Tapatio against, yeah, there we go. Tapatio against Cancun, match week 13 of Liga Expansión, the first to last match. We only have two remaining. If I'm correct, yes, this is actually, no, it's the second to last match and the first to last match at home. This is match week 13 against Cancun on Sunday. This is before the girls match. So if you're in Mexico, you'll be able to watch it on Claro Sports High and TBC Deportes kickoff at noon Central Mexican time, 1 p.m. Central Time of the United States. Great way to support El Tapatio. Remember, the team is in the second place and aspiring for everything.
Aspiring for everything. And they're playing old school, 12 p.m. Estadio Jalisco.
Oh,
I remember those days. So maybe it'll bring them good luck. I'm sure Tapatio is going to bring back the points. I'm not too sure how Cancun is doing, but I have been able to watch a couple of matches with Tapatio, and they're like maquinitas. They're a machine. They're a well-oiled machine. Toon Wilkie is making goals. Everybody from the defense forward is recuperating. If you can, please go watch him. It's always a treat to go to Estadio Jalisco a las 12 del día. Bring sunscreen.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring sunscreen, okay? All right, guys, it's time to look at the MVP. Who won, Gabi? You won. I know you won.
I
And la
don't
gente.
know.
Oh,
Do we
Gabriel.
have the
Producción, let us tell
Or
us the
production
truth.
going to?
Ay,
don't know.
ay, ay. Oh, pues sí.
No.
Bravo, Gabi, bravo. Good job, of course. Hat trick and everything. No manches.
I mean, I am aware that I robbed you guys on this one.
Ha.
But yes, 150 goals in 7 years of Liga MX Femenil. It's so easy to say, but I think it's pretty incredible. It's an amazing achievement. We are all very proud of her. We are so happy that she's a chingona en toda la extensión de la palabra. 130 goals alone with Chivas, the greatest scorer with Chivas Femenil. She is already a legend. She is already part of the history books of the Chivas franchise overall. So, I mean, Alicia Cervantes, Licha Cervantes, Doña Depredadora del Gol, we cannot say enough things about her. And every time we go into something amazing, she just does something more amazing. So, yay. Like everybody says on social media, no te vayas nunca, Licha. No te vayas nunca.
Yeah, and big turnaround, big turnout of the Chivermanos voting. We have more than 100 votes. So thank you guys. And Gabi won with 62%.
Oh, yay!
Then Danny.
Nice.
Oh, there we
We
go.
are.
Oh, there's I'm falling behind a little bit. I was ahead about
That's
3
because
weeks
you've been
ago.
partying too much,
Then-
my friend. Visiting Europe, running around Mexico,
Right.
driving your boat on the lake. I've been watching you. You haven't been doing your homework,
Right.
brother. Y aparte, Gaby is demagoga,
MVP.
man. She beat us so quick. I swear I was going to write, yo soy Licha. And Gaby had already sent the message, man.
I was
De
like,
neta,
hey, everybody, before
No,
anyone.
te viste bien gandalla.
I know. I
It
apologize.
was good. It was good. I was like, I admire that because I was about to do it. I was about to do it too.
I beat you
So,
to it.
bien ganado, Gaby. Licha, nuestra chingona. Really, really. We need a killer like that in Varonil.
Yeah.
In Varonil and in Mexico in
Right.
general, because we did watch the national team play yesterday. They did very well. Remember, we had our Chiva hermanos playing in all divisions of the national squads. So shout out. It was a good match yesterday. And hopefully, I hope this is a true hope for me. In the future, we will see at least 5 or 6 rojiblancos on la selección.
Yeah.
That's my true wish.
Absolutely.
Chiva hermanos, Chiva hermanas, it's time to go. All you guys out there, thank you so much for sharing the Chiva vibe. There's a lot of comments that I would have liked to discuss, especially those misogynistic ones. My friends, okay, remember, we're here for everybody. We're here for everybody. If you do not speak English, I'm sorry. But this show is for those who do not speak Spanish so well, okay? We do know that our Chiva hermanos out there, yes, they do speak some Spanish, but take it from me who grew up in the United States, it's really hard to keep your language, okay? It's really hard to keep your native language because you are 24/7 obliged to speak English, and your mind starts shutting that down. So please, you guys, be a little bit more understanding. And if you really are a Chiva hermano, then you really know We Goat You has been on the air 2 years now. Okay, so if you come into this program and just throw out all of that spite and shite and all that nastiness, then my friends, you're not really a Chiva hermano, okay? Because you haven't been here. Everybody else, all you guys, Marilu, Curtis, everybody, everybody, thank you so much for being the true Chiva hermanos, okay? We love all you guys, even the haters. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, hopefully with good news. Again, I use hopefully again. No. All right, we have to bring good news, okay? So all you guys out there, thank you so much. En producción, Sergio, everybody, Richard, Marcelo, everybody who out there helping us, thank you guys for that great effort that you make for us, okay? Chiva hermanos, nos vemos. Vamos a ganar.
Have a good one.
Hard.
Enjoy your weekend. Have a good rest of the week.